Howdy, folks. It's Blue Lives Matter. I'm going to give it a second here to see if anyone comes in. Recently, I was arrested again. Again is the key word. Frustrating. I'm safe. I'm not under arrest. I'm livid. I'm very angry. The reason I do what I do is because the police arrest people unlawfully all the time. And when I look at why they do it, I see that a lot of times it's educational issues. Those are things I can correct. I can't correct a bad cop. No one can. I can correct a good cop, give him the law, let him know, hey, this is unlawful. Why would you do it? Oh, I didn't know it was unlawful to do that. Oh, I didn't realize you had the right to do this. Wow, we were told this. Okay, you were told this. Your chain of command influences you to do certain things. And right or wrong, the police have no accountability. They will never have accountability. Never. You can say whatever you want, but the bottom line is they will not have accountability. And this is why. Because the police police themselves until the day comes that all internal affairs complaints are viewed by citizens. Every single internal affair complaint is viewed by citizens and police officers to determine if criminal charges need to be filed. Then 99% of those will go away. We'll go, well, he kind of crossed the line, but it's not that big of a deal. Is it not that big of a deal? Is it not really? Do we not want our officers to be better officers? When we, as citizens, go out, we're expected to obey every single law out there, even if we don't know what the law is. But when we know the law and we obey it verbatim, and we tell an officer, I'm not breaking the law, and they say, I don't care, I'm going to arrest you anyway, they get qualified immunity. It doesn't matter, we can just detain you, put you in torture cuffs, search your person in possession, take your cash out of your pockets, take your ID, ha ha ha, all the things that, they say, oh, the Fourth Amendment says that you're secure in your persons, your papers, your person, unless you're under arrest. But the police will detain you and take those things from you, your ID, your money, your wallet, other things that they have no business taking when you're only detained. And they say, oh, well, it was incident to arrest. And here's the kicker again. Then, when they find they have no probable cause for the arrest to start with, they go, we didn't arrest you, we only detained you. So if you didn't arrest me, why the fuck did you search my person, take my money out of my pocket, take my ID out of my pocket, and put me in the back of a police car in handcuffs? Well, you were just being detained till we could figure it out. Bullshit. And I say this, and I'm livid about it, because this is what happened to me again today over something that the city has done by putting up unlawful signs saying citizens can't carry knives into a police lobby. I didn't carry a knife into the police lobby, but I could have. I carried a pistol. Fuck them. Law says I can. Law says I can carry a knife into the police lobby. But this sergeant said, I know how to deal with this clown. I'm going to fucking arrest him because we don't like what he's doing. And this sergeant honestly believes that what he was doing is the law. And here's the problem. I tell the sergeant, you're arresting me. What's the penal code? I don't know the penal code, but I see a sign, so I know it's the law. I don't know the penal code for murder, but I know it's against the law to commit murder, so I'm going to arrest you because you saw the sign and you walked past it. Yeah, that's a problem. When the police decide anything that they think is the law is something that they can detain you or arrest you for, it violates your rights. This is exactly why I have been going down to all these police stations and protesting the unlawful signs that the city of San Antonio posted there saying, no knives in this building. The city can't post that. It's not a city ordinance. It's against state law. But the city of San Antonio refuses to take down the signs. 3 of the substations in San Antonio have good leadership. San Antonio Bike Patrol, thank you. Northside, thank you. Prue Road Substation, thank you. 2 captains and a lieutenant who know the spirit of the law and how bad signs make good officers into bad officers. This sergeant today, do I think he's a bad person? Nah, I don't know him from shit in the wall. If I saw him on the street, I'd shake his hand. I'd be nice to him. I wouldn't have a problem with him. I'm cordial with police officers many times. You guys can go back and look at how I addressed them after they unarrested me. Did I have an anxiety attack in the back of the police car? Yes, I did. I have PTSD, but on top of everything else that I deal with, knowing that even though I violated no laws, I know the police will make up something to take you down and book you under to cover their ass. That didn't happen today. That sergeant tried to contact his chain of command. They put him on the phone with Lieutenant Lopez. That's lying Lieutenant Lopez at Central Station, who knows the laws because he unlawfully tried to arrest me. And he told him, no, he's right. He's legal to be there. He came out. He let me go. They don't get it. It should have never happened. That's why I'm out doing what I do. I hope that the city of San Antonio sees this and goes, oh my God, this guy's not just bullshitting when he tells us officers see a sign and assume it's the law. This is the fact proof that an officer, even when you tell him, you see the sign, but there's no ordinance. I know it's a law because there's a sign. You say, show me the ordinance. Oh, I don't have to show you the ordinance. Well, go find it. You got to before you can arrest me. What are you going to arrest me for? We'll cover that later. Officer, arrest this man. I asked the arresting officer, what am I under arrest for? I don't know. You're just under arrest because the sergeant told me to arrest you. Is that officer right? Oh, I'm just following orders too. That officer's just as guilty. That officer got thrown under the bus by the system that San Antonio City Council, city leadership decided to put up these signs because they don't like the state law that preempts them from doing it. They said, fuck the state, fuck the law, we'll put up these signs. It's domestic terrorism because we'll just make people fear that they'll be arrested. We'll just put that fear of being arrested, having their car impounded, being put in jail, having to pay bond, parole, having to pay court costs. We'll do that to them because we don't like the law. And that is the definition of terrorism. In the city of San Antonio, you are domestic terrorists. You have chosen, after being notified, these signs are unlawful, to leave them up, and you have chosen to allow your officers to make unlawful detentions and arrests. You, city of San Antonio, are liable for your officers' misconduct, but you don't care. You'll blame that on the individual officer, and it's not the individual officer. It's the leadership. And again, that's why I go to the individual substations. And yes, that substation's leader, Captain Zuniga, I was told he had left that substation. If I had known he was still there, I would have insisted on speaking with him because I believe he's a good leader and I believe he would have done the right thing. But apparently he knew about it and he chose not to do anything about it. And now he has a sergeant who's violated my rights, unlawfully detained me, unlawfully searched me, Unlawfully deprived me of my freedom, stuck me in the back of a police car, unlawfully disarmed me, and then had the audacity to say, we'll give you your pistol back, but we're going to unload it first, which is legally something they can do. And I'm more concerned about the officer shooting himself. I said, just put the gun in my trunk of my car without trying to unload it. I don't want you to be responsible for a negligent discharge. And that's what the officer did, which was the appropriate thing to do. But either way, the sergeant saying that was his way of saying, oh, well, we have control over you. We're going to do what we want to do. And I'm saying, absolutely not. The city of San Antonio needs to realize these unlawful signs prohibit the citizen from doing something they're legally and lawfully allowed to do, and it encourages your police officers to act as terrorist agents of the state. If the city of San Antonio does not approve that sergeant taking his actions, they should fire him. They encouraged him to do it. The city encouraged that sergeant to unlawfully detain me and to unlawfully arrest me. And the city will not back down from that because they say, oh, well, no big deal. I'm sorry, I'm going to hit my live chat real quick. Not seeing anyone speak. See people coming in and out of chat. Either way, appreciate you guys coming in. My point here is that the city of San Antonio has known about this issue since October, right before elections, when they put up these signs at the Claude Black Center, Council 2. I brought it up then. They don't care. They're going to continue to put up unlawful signs to deter citizens from engaging in lawful activity because they feel it's in the best interest of the city. They don't care about your rights. They don't care about the state law. They don't care about anything other than the fact that they feel this is in the best interest of the city, even despite being told, their city attorneys being told it's an unlawful sign. I'm going to close out. Appreciate everyone who did stop in. This is Blue Lives Matter out. You have a great day.